In this video, you will be meeting people who work in water and wastewater careers. These are not actors. They are real people doing real jobs, and they will share their personal experiences with you.
I had been working in the healthcare system, and I was looking for a change in careers. So I started investigating some of the programs that NAIT had to offer, and I became interested in the water and wastewater technician program.
I've been in operations for, well, since 1986. Started in water, went to wastewater, and worked my way up.
I started off as a guy who rolled out of high school looking for a job. This is the job I had. I have no formal training until this certification and then all the rest of the courses you have to take.
Before I got into the water industry, I was actually a landscape technician by trade. That is what I had actually went to school for.
I started as a laborer and of course for the Public Works Department, which takes care of everything in town, our facilities. Water and wastewater was just one aspect of it.
Went to college in Winnipeg at Red River College for hotel and restaurant management. And I did that for a few years.
At that time there was only, I believe, maybe 13 level 3 operators in the whole of Alberta. Certification had just started, so they were just basically winding up and getting people into the training.
A lot of people just take for granted that they turn on their tap and water comes out, and that they flush their toilet and the water goes away. There is a great deal involved with providing these services.
It's in everybody's life, whether or not you're drinking it, you're bathing in it, you're using it for your cooking, your cleaning. It's part of your life. People don't sometimes realize how important it is until it's not there. And if it's not safe, and they do believe that it is, I mean, the outcome could be completely disastrous.
After Walkerton, they started to realize people died because people didn't know what they were doing. I mean, technically they knew how to run the plant, but they didn't know the implications of what would happen if something went wrong. And after Walkerton, then they said, hold it here. We've got to be certified. We have to have certified operators across this country.
With what we do comes a lot of responsibility. In a way, I look at what we do, we are a bit of a healthcare professional as well, because we're responsible for a lot of people's lives.
As an operator, that's your #1 priority, is to provide safe, potable water to the users.
In our day-to-day procedures, we do record keeping, which involves documentation on a monthly basis for government divisions and agencies to make sure that water that we're using is being treated properly and the waste from our treatment processes is being monitored and kept track of.
Technology is how we almost run our business now. We're not the old pick and shovel. We can identify more problems in the water now. So now we have to, you know, once the equipment can find more, we have to get rid of more problems with the water.
There's all kinds of places where people can get water that's potable and safe to drink and whatnot to survive, but realistically not to the scale that we can provide it at.
Things can change at any given moment. You could be going into work one day and have, you know, a nice day planned, and you get a water break, or you get a clogged sewer, or something goes down in a lift station, and that changes the whole course of your day.
Pump failures, I mean, there's just a number of things. There's mechanical failures, there's electrical failures, there's just a number of things that can come up.
Something that could interrupt a normal day's operation, especially in a small town, is storms of any kind, accidents. Most of my staff are members of the fire department, so most of us are first responders.
In our province, we from time to time get high amounts of rain, and we are a large agriculture-based area, and we are in the floodplain, so we do get high amounts of runoff.
The Government of Canada has recently announced billions of dollars worth of funding to bring all the plants across the country up to standard. A lot of the plants across the country are getting old. The infrastructure in these plants is old, and it can't meet a lot of the new requirements.
Part of the role for being responsible for the water and wastewater systems in a town, you have to maintain a budget, You have to plan for capital projects, and of course there's ongoing preventative maintenance that you can increase the life of your system.
To look after a lot of these assets, we work on preventative maintenance. We check in this biannually, weekly, however. And working with engineers, we work on a life cycle of what these assets, how long they're expected to last. So
the wastewater treatment and water treatment, it's now a profession. It's not just a job anymore where you can go in and work a plant. It's a profession. You have to know what you're doing. You have to understand the processes. You have to understand the implications of what you're sending out.
When we're looking to hire people, education's a big thing.
Openness, good communication skills, attention to detail within the process, willingness to learn, and flexibility, reliability.
it's showing some ambition, and attendance is a huge thing. You don't want to be here, don't be here. You know, it's a simple question that you can answer yourself. If you don't want to be here, you carry on and go do what you want to do.
They have to be punctual. They have to be very, very dependable. We can't have people that are here one day and gone the next.
I look for someone that is good at problem solving, likes a new challenge every day. There's, in the water and wastewater field, things are constantly changing, and you got to be able to adapt.
An individual has to be not only able to work alone, you have to be able to work as a team. There's getting to be less and less facilities where you're just a solo operator.
The career of water and wastewater operator has many opportunities.
Moving through the ranks is attainable as long as you want to do it. To me, the options are endless.
There's going to be operator jobs, there's going to be engineering jobs, construction jobs, electricians, millwrights. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge industry across the country just in upgrading water treatment, wastewater treatment plants.
You can be part of the problem, you can be part of the solution, and if you decide you want to be part of the solution, there are a lot of opportunities.
If you can do the job and you can do it well, the opportunities to move up are endless.
Every place in the world, every industry, everybody uses water. So I mean, it's a great career to get into because first of all, there's lots of work. And you can go where you want to go in this business.
They give you the opportunity to train while working in the field, so you're actually getting a paycheck when you're training.
In a small town, it's difficult to keep the operators once you have them completely certified because the opportunities are out there for them to move on. But the quality of life that you have in a small town, to me, is definitely an advantage to the position that we have.
In this job, I'm always learning, and there's something new pretty well every day. You know, whether I've been here 31 years and I'm finding out there's something new every day.
One of the reasons that I can say I love my job is the diversity of it and knowing that I'm providing an essential service and at the same time protecting the environment.
If you think that you'd like to be a water and wastewater professional and you want to know more, then check out the online career center at the web listed at the end of this segment.